Hey guys, lately I can clearly see that people struggle with creating their own trading strategies. So that's the reason I'm coming up with this video. I will be sharing a very simple SMC based strategy that you can use all you want. But before that, I want to stress the fact that you should backtest after you learn this strategy. Don't jump into the live markets. First thing you should do is backtest the strategy in the Euro USD pair, and then obviously you can include other pairs if you are interested. All right. So the first thing you guys should learn is every single trading strategy should have three steps, three important steps. The first thing is what I call liquidation. So the second thing is what I call intention. And the third thing is satisfaction. Okay, so what are these things? So just simply put, first the market should take liquidity. So this is the first step of a profitable trading strategy that's created using SMC. So the first thing is liquidation. The market should hunt a liquidity. The second thing is intention. So this is pretty simple. After liquidating the market should show some intention. So intention is two directions only, up or down. So let's say the market gives you a breakout structure right here. This is what I call as an intention. After taking some liquidity, the market is giving us a downward intention, right? So this is the intention part. The third part is satisfaction. So what's that? This is nothing but simply the market going up once again. And this is where we will be taking our trades, be it an order block, be it using Fibonacci levels, whatever you want. This is where we take our trade. And when the market goes down and gives you another breakout structure in the same direction intention happen, this is satisfaction and this is intention, okay? And this is liquidation. So when the market gives you a breakout structure once again, this is what we call as satisfaction. So obviously this is something that I came up with my own. Whenever I create a new strategy for myself, this is the framework I use every single time. Without this framework, I don't create any strategy. So this might be helpful if you guys have already created your own strategy. You can check with this one, right? Okay. All right, so now let's look at this simple trading strategy. So guys, the first thing you should know is market structure. I have made countless videos on that. And the second thing you should know is order block filtering. I have also made countless videos on that. So these are the two things that you should compulsorily know if you want to trade the strategy. It's very simple. If you look at my videos, you will learn it in a day or two. All right. So first thing is we use only two time frames for the strategy, with the 1 hour time frame and then the 5 minutes time frame. So in the 1 hour time frame, we use market structure and order block filtering. In 5 minutes, this is where we place our trade. So I will mark this as entry. So this is the simplest understanding you can have about this strategy. So if you look at this diagram, this white line is 1 hour and this orange line is 5 minutes. So if you see, we got a BOS right here, which means this swing is a strong swing and this swing is a weak swing, right? So simply you follow the market structure and you keep on marking your valid order blocks. When the market goes up and mitigates your valid order block, you look for order flow shift in the 5 minutes time frame. So I'll just again write order flow shift. So what is an order flow shift? It's very simple. Let me just so let's say the market is like this. So this is the market, order flow is in upside. So now it's in downside, it's in upside. So when it takes, it's in downside. So all these things, right? Minor order flow. So this is the simple way on how you can understand order flow in the market. So in this case, we will be using order flow for 5 minutes time frame. So once the market mitigates in the 1 hour time frame, we go to the 5 minutes. We look for order flow shift. So in this case, this is the order flow shift. So once the market gives us a break right here, we look for entries in this point, right? So you don't complicate this strategy at all. The very reason I made this strategy is to keep things as simple as possible in SMC. So once we get a BOS right here, you take out your fibs, market from this high to this low like this. In this is the 0.5, okay? So no other levels will be used for this particular strategy. And you take a sell entry in the 0.5. You place your stops above the swing. You can also keep your stops tight, that's completely fine. But I would suggest for people who are new to the strategy to keep your stops above this point. Okay, so now everything is done, right? Where should you place your take profit? Now this is completely subjective. You can place your stops, take profits in this point. Since this is a weak swing low, after mitigating your order block, the market can easily come down and break your weak swing low. This is completely fine, but again, if you want to keep things simple, use a fixed take profit. I would suggest anything more than 2. 2 RR is completely fine. Don't keep it less than that. 2 RR or more than that. So this is the simple way on how you can use this strategy in the markets. Like I said, guys, there are thousands of strategies in the market. You can create a strategy every single day. That's not the point I'm trying to make here. This strategy is made using SMC, and it's a very simple strategy for everyone to follow. So back test. Now let's use this strategy in the live markets, and let's see how this strategy works. All right. So guys, I will go to a random time frame in the market, a completely random point. Then we can use our strategy from that point. So I won't go too far. Let's just stick to 2025. So let's use let's use May 1st. Okay. So I don't know what's going to happen in the market. I'm going to do this on the spot. Let's just hope that we get some entries so that I can show you guys how the strategy actually works. So like I said, we will be only using 2 time frames, 1 hour time frame and the 5-minute time frame. So in the 1 hour time frame, the market is not that clear. Let me go to the daily. So I'll just quickly check what's happening in the market. So if you see, we got a BOS right here in the daily time frame. So I will mark that in the 1 hour time frame. Since the market can come down, right? So that's the only thing I will use the daily time frame for. All right. So this is the 1 hour swing structure. This is the swing point. Okay. So now we will be expecting that the market will come down. So that means that the market should be in downtrend. So the market should come down to the 0.5 level, right? So I will be looking for sell entries. Oh, what's this? Okay. All right. So we'll mark this as a weak breakout structure. All right. So still the market is an uptrend. The market hasn't turned downtrend yet. So when the market breaks this point, I will consider that the minor trend has started. So let's see what happens. Okay, so the market is accumulating liquidity there. Soon I guess we will get a breakout structure there. So let's wait a second. Perfect. So we got a minor breakout structure. So this is where we will start taking our entries. So the first thing we should do is obviously take out our fibs, mark it from this high to this low, like this. So this is the first job that's done. So now we will go to the highest point of this entire structure. Now we will mark our valid order blocks. So what do you see here? This is the only valid order block I see because everything else is already mitigated. If you see, the market accumulated some liquidity right here, and then this structure went up, mitigated all this liquidity, and then the market kept on going down. So that's that. That's the good order block, and this is a good order block, and this is already mitigated, so I don't care. Is this order block mitigated? Not yet. Oh yes, it's mitigated. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's go. So if you guys see here, there is no order block in this point, right? So does that mean that we should skip this point? Sometimes it's yes, but I won't skip this point because we got some good liquidity right here, right? So I'll just take this an average and I'll just mark this point as a liquidity point. So the market can obviously mitigate this liquidity and then the market can go down before it even comes up and mitigates our order block. So you should know these things. Now there is no other clear order block. So this one is already mitigated right here. And we got this order block. If you see, this order block is the one that led to a breakout structure, right? So that's the only reason I'm marking this order block. No other reasons. So that's it. So also there is some liquidity right here. If you see clearly, there's some liquidity. So I will mark that as well. So I will mark it like this. Okay. So that's it, guys. The job is done. Now all we have to do is wait for the markets to mitigate our order blocks. Then we will start taking our entries. Now, if you have some doubts on why I marked this order block, since our 0.5 level is only right here, this is a simply put aggressive way of taking entries. I don't recommend you doing this. So since this is a higher time frame strategy, I'm doing this to explain to you guys. So let's fast forward and wait till the market mitigates our points. Okay, so we got a mitigation. So the second after 1 hour mitigates our point of interest, which is this point right here, we go to 5 minutes. Okay, so in 5 minutes, we look for order flow shift like I explained. So you can start marking the 5 minutes from anywhere you like. I will do it for you guys from the very bottom. So if you see here, we got a BOS right here. And then we got a break right here, right? So you'll start marking from that point. We got an order flow shift right here, up, up, up. Another order flow shift here. So another order flow shift here, down. Again, the market shifted to the upside. So again, the market shifted to the upside here. Here, the market went up. It was upside. Again, the market shifted downside. But once again, now the market is upside, right? So I'll just delete all these things. I will mark this. So that's the recent order flow structure. So when the market comes down and breaks this point, I will consider looking for a trade. So let's wait and see what happens. Okay. Fantastic. We got an order flow shift. Now what we should do? The same thing that I have discussed about. Take out your fibs, mark the 0.5 range. Okay, so the market looks like it wants to come down. All right, so as this happens, you should just update your fibs. We should mark it from here to here. All right. Whoa, so we got a very strong movement towards the downside. So if you see, we didn't take any trade right here, but before that, the market gave us a breakout structure right here, right? So now we won't be looking forward to take any trades in this point since we already got mitigated in this order block and the market also broke a swing point, right? So no entries in this point. So let's just go to the 1 hour once again and wait till the market gives us another good entry. So this is just a sweep if you see here. So the market can still go up. So let's wait and see what happens. Fine. So the market gave us a strong breakout structure that wants the downside. I will mark this as a tiny breakout structure. I will mark this order block. Okay, so let's wait and see what happens. So if you see, even this order block can be taken because this order block was the one that led to a tiny break right here, right? So this order block can be taken, but this is a very aggressive way of taking entries, so I won't suggest that. So let's wait and see what happens. Okay, so we got a beautiful moment from this order block right here, a liquidity sweep right here. So let's go and see what actually happened in this point. It's this point, right? Okay. All right. So if you guys see here, let me just use the. So this is the 1 hour time frame. We got a minor breakout structure right here. This is the order block that we marked in the 1 hour time frame. And now we are looking forward to take order flow shift entries after we get an order flow shift in the 5 months, right? So let's see where we get an order flow shift. We got the order flow shift right here. So the market, if you see from this point, this is an uptrend order flow uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. And only in this point, we get an downward order flow shift, right? So here, obviously, you can look for taking entries. So the first thing we do is take out our fibs. We mark it from this point to this point. And we just take a limit entry right here. So where should we place our stops? Usually, like I said, you should place your stops above this swing high. So slightly above that point. So like this. So let's see what happens. Okay. So we have already seen the result of this trade. It was a winning trade, I guess. So let's fast forward this. Yes, actually. So this is actually a winning trade. So guys, like I said, this is a bit higher time frame kind of trading strategy. You won't get trades very often, but when you get these kind of trades, they work out very well. Like I said, this is the first thing. This is liquidation, and this is intention, and this is satisfaction of your trading strategy, right? So so this is the simplest way I can explain this strategy. Like I said, don't jump using this in the live markets. First, like I said, backtest this strategy as much as you want in the Euro USD. Then you can obviously include multiple pairs. You can even trade other markets using this strategy and all those things. So we would have closed our trade in the 0.21 or something like this. So guys, this is this video. So if you have any doubts, leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.